Hi, everybody. Welcome back to part two of session 129 of Materia D&D, where we play D&D our way. We're continuing the story of the Crass Menagerie, and currently the Crass Menagerie are over in the Dusty Pick and Scoot's office, asking him questions and trying to get a feel for his character and his place. Sej had placed a block of incense down on one of the desks, or on the desk, and had begun to start casting Zone of Truth. We do play with the materia tweak to it. Basically, it's just everyone in the zone is aware that it's being casted, and anyone can choose to fail the saving throw. It's really the only difference. And the caster knows if the creature willingly chose to fail. So, Sej, if you want to say what you're doing, or I don't remember your words that you were using, or if you're doing it like discreetly, or how you're setting up this zone of truth.
I got a bit of incense out while we were talking,
Yeah.
and I just started lighting it without just like it probably looks like regular incense, and I'm just lighting it with like some tinder real quick.
Gotcha. As you start lighting it, and Scoot is reiterating the names of the four remaining heads of the Tefra Shelf, which, one more time, it's Maxime Laurent, who's the elven individual that you guys almost kidnapped, Lady Estra, Lady Yumeko Ichi, which he said is the most independent of all of them, and then Lady Bragan Solomon, who is, as he said, a fat cow. As you're starting to light him, he kind of walks over to where the window is, that actually vents to the outside, and he just kind of parts the little blinds a bit just to let some of the smoke uh, of the incense kind of flow out. It's a. What else may I do for y'all? As you have come with discussions and inquiries on my place in Carver and the current standings of the shelf, you ask about history. What what else is there?
May I try something to maybe jog some missing memory?
I am free of time at this moment. I see you as friend. Very well.
I'll reach my hand out. Well, I'll walk over to him first and then reach my hand out, see if he takes it, instead of just like manhandling the guy.
Yeah, yeah. So like he'll grab your hand. Uh, Cold metallic grip.
Right before he grips my hand, I'm gonna take a small satchel out and it put a bunch of gem dust in the palm of my hand
Mm-hmm.
from like a little satchel
Mm-hmm.
and cast greater restoration and see if his memories come back.
Okay. Um, any visual that you wish to impart, like as the actual magical side of it?
Um Visually there's not that much other
Mm-hmm.
than just my hand is like has like an extra shader on it, but it's just a bloom shader, you know what I mean? Just briefly. It's not glowing, it's just like
Yeah, I get you.
emanating.
Yeah, it's an interesting descriptor, bloom shader.
But it's quick because
Um,
it's literally instant and it's one action.
yeah, I
And
just kind of
whoever would be feeling it would feel it like they see that in their head.
Okay, so as you're taking the gem dust and that little quick bloom of light occurs, you mutter the quick incantation and you feel the magic wash over him, that the eye of Surya focusing in on him and trying to burn away any type of curse or corruption or ailment. It's a different type of injury. It's not. It's a. You get the sense that I'm not gonna make you do a medicine check. It's a physical memory. It's a physical injury. His memories were just destroyed.
Well, do you feel any better? I That's a trick that one of the high priests taught me.
I feel the same as I have for the last 100 or so years.
Ah, disappointing. Well,
I
worth a try.
very well. Do Was this a transactional exchange? Do I owe you something for a service that I was not aware I was to receive?
Hmm. We were hoping for some hmm assistance in some way. We like we've reiterated, we need allies. We need our way in to go aid the shelf or pick it clean.
Well, I would hope
And
you would
that's
not aid the shelf. I hope you would seek to correct it.
well exactly that. It
Oh, very well. Um, well, as you have voiced interest and concern, as outsiders here to Carver, I will allow you some privy of insight and information. I have had my eyes on the shelf since my exile, and I have also had numerous associates that work for me and keep tabs. Uh, I have, within the last year, reached out to the Candlelighters for assistance. Uh, they are an
Candlelighters, who are they?
outstanding.
Yeah, no, we know
They
them.
are. Uh, oh,
Oh,
I
uh,
see that there is a mix-up. It is perfectly okay. Do not know them if you are not having to live in a bad situation. The
It
Candlelighters
was
are a upstanding
it was a joke.
organization.
I was just deceiving you, my friend.
Oh, very well. I had missed that. I believe the expression is that had went over my head.
it is.
So,
That's the
hmm,
saying.
perfect. Well, the Candlelighters that are here in town are working with some of my other associates to gather information and uh, understand what is happening and try to, well, suss out the actual corruption that we could make a formal case against them and get assistance from the greater forces of the verdant cause, or at least the joint factions of the Foxwoods.
Well, there was being forthright. There was some kind of draconid go like cultists activity in the mountain, right? And we've previously met with the Candlelighters, and we have something from one of them that seemed to be marked special. Come to find out, one of the shelf members is missing.
Hmm.
Do you get my
This
drift?
would. I do not know what you mean by Draconid, but I do understand the the ramifications of a cult. Are you implying that there is a cult amongst the shelf?
I'm implying there was a giant dragon cloud over Carver last night that nobody could see except a couple of us.
I don't think anyone else noticed it. It was out for everyone. Very frustrating.
Carlos will
Hmm.
nudge Al, be like, make a
Show 'em.
Show him the copy of what it looked like. Not the
I
cloud.
am sorry that I. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize we could talk. Go ahead, Scott.
Show him the copy, not of the cloud, but of the dragon, just so he has a frame of reference.
I was halfway through making the cloud. All right. Yeah, let's go to the dragon.
I mean,
Yeah,
Dragnar
no,
could
but-
make the cloud if he wants.
Ooh.
Dragnar could. So
I'll just
as you.
unnecessary hand signs, and then
Yeah. Fuck. Let me start it.
he'll summon the dragon just like Mole. Mole was seeing.
Very
Yeah,
well.
we showed Mole earlier.
So as the image conjures before Houston said today, I'm sorry, before Scoot, he looks. That is. That is no dragon. That is something like a dragon. Correct?
Yeah.
Dragonid, dragon-like. It's yeah.
It is
It's,
different than the dragonborns that I have employed.
Oh, very
Certainly.
different.
These seem a bit
Definitely not a kobold.
I almost want to say feral. They weren't very friendly. They weren't very nice.
And they did magic stuff.
Okay. You said this was in the mountain?
Yep.
How does this tie to the shelf members?
I mean, cover's in the mountain, right?
It is.
I'm staring at Rock during this.
This is the first I see such a depiction of a creature or person, I
Well, a
suppose.
certain old person last night was telling them of something. Hey, Rock, what happened last night again?
You're muted, CJ. You're talking.
Uh-oh. Oh, there you are.
Yes. On the phone.
Oh,
Give
okay.
me a minute.
Oh,
A old
Eating.
person.
yeah, an old person asking about a sword. And we had to dispatch a couple of those weird, aggressive, unworldly lizard things. They seemed like not natural. They're not a kobold. They're not a dragon, anything. They're just not from this world. And it seemed like they're oddly humanoid, like they were transformed into such. And one of them dropped that blade. And one of the shelf has apparently gone missing. And last night, that horrible storm was. That's what we saw dwelling right over the shelf.
Well, yes, I have heard the criers, and they are saying that Maxim's son, a Califax, is not to return, or has not been seen for many days now. Beyond that, I am sorry, I do not know much.
This is not admitting to murder or anything, but
What a
you
start of
have
a
the
sentence.
sword.
You gotta tell us now if you're a cop.
That's right. The law.
Well,
Very well. I am not a officer of the law.
Okay, he's cool, guys. He's cool.
Continue.
Well, whatever cloud that is over Carver right now is not natural, and we need a way in. And we've already started discussing that. But anyways, any secret entrances to the shelf that you know of? Any vulnerabilities? Any trusted people in there that's still good?
I do not recall any secret entrances, and if there were some old entrances, they were likely covered up. The most direct route is the agreement that I have as the head of the Dusty Pick to allow my employees to enter. And if there was one
That would
of
be
them,
perfect. Can you arrange that today?
Yeah, how does
You
that
are
work?
Tomorrow.
for
Fine.
employment,
I mean, you could hire us, but we're not going to work in the mine. But on paper, sure, why not, right? If
Yeah,
it
do we
gets
need
us
just
in
like
the
a
door.
permission slip type thing, or what is it?
You don't even have to pay us. Well, I say that for myself. I don't know about them.
I
he
could
kind
use
of
the money.
chuckles. No, if you are here to assist with ridding the corruption, for a lack of a better way of speaking, on the shelf, then very well. I shall hire you, and you shall have your access to the agreed upon path. Though how you are to stray from it, I am not entirely certain. And if you were to be caught, I would say, please do not. Well, I did not know anything of this.
Of course. We can't really put the people of Carver at danger, right? That makes sense. That's okay. But that's perfect. Should we wait for paperwork or
I will need to have you go. Well, we need to get you uniforms so that you
Oh
look the part.
no. Oh
It
god,
is how they know that.
uniforms.
Yes, I
Oh.
am very sorry, but it is how they know that the individuals are permitted to pass.
We maybe don't need uniforms. If you show me what the uniforms look like.
Well, most of us are still gonna need uniforms.
You have seen my employees. It is that.
Yeah,
However you imagine it,
I
I
can.
haven't.
They're not gonna let me in. I think after the incident.
Yeah, he was
Um,
the old man that you're talking about,
yeah,
that you
old
heard
man.
about.
Air,
But he's not an
air
old man,
quotes.
obviously. Right.
But
Wait, he is the. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh,
I mean, you know us. This makes total sense that that would be something we would do.
it was not a well thought out
How did
plan.
you move?
I just wanted to understand the Dragon Cloud, but nobody seemed to care about the Dragon Cloud. All they cared about was me.
you have
Well,
my
you
sincerest
also have
apology.
that sword.
Or dagger?
Dagger.
It's yeah, dagger. Yeah. Well, yeah. Are we showing Scoot that?
I
I
can
told them
hear
about it
everything you
already.
say.
Well, okay. Well, yeah, we have this, which we got from. Well, the guys told you. I will show it, but I will not pass it over. Yeah. So I had that. Oh, and I'll pull up the. And I had this, and I thought, I could, um, suss out who maybe followed the dragon in town, or maybe the dragon. I don't know. It wasn't a good plan. It didn't work. Not an old man.
I mean, it almost worked. I had the guy in my hands.
You had a guy in your hands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Laurent.
Pompous elf guy. Didn't like him.
Laurent
magic.
made an appearance.
Yeah, he came
Interesting.
out. He was like, these people are stupid, and I'm awesome, and blah, 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 blah.
He told
That
me I was.
sounds like
I
him.
know.
Very good.
I'm really, yeah. Thank you.
He told me I was interesting and tried to magically come with him, but it didn't work. But it could have.
Yes,
I don't.
I recall Laurent had some capabilities when it came to warping reality to his favor. Uh, but that is concerning that you have brought that blade here. Uh, you said it was found on
That
the
thing.
body.
I point to the illusion. That thing.
So that thing killed Calofax and took his blade.
Or it
Or
maybe
was
was. Kovacs? I mean, weirder things have happened.
Yeah.
Tell him
when we're
what
thinking-
the tell him what this is a magical dagger. Rock, tell him what it does. Like what's its purpose, the function, if you remember.
Time to pull up the items sheet.
Yeah.
Something about speaking Draconic.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's something dragony related.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Yes. Yeah. So if you can speak Draconic, which I happen to be able to do so, it helps. It basically helps with magic that you do. In short form, I don't know how much you understand magic, but yeah, it's definitely dragon related.
Beyond just its appearance and design, if it was to require someone to speak the tongue of dragon, then it would make a little sense that there might be a so-called cult of a dragon here.
Yeah, what do you know about dragons?
But yeah, there's dragon clouds, and not a person in the town cares. Still don't get it. It's frustrating.
So,
I am sorry that I did not see the cloud. I was focusing on the rain, not above. If it were to rain again, I will certainly look upwards,
It's raining right now. Just so you know.
but there is no dragon. It's just a little drizzle, like it was
Nah, I know.
during the
How would you know? You don't look at clouds.
Uh,
Wow, sassy rock.
Very well, I shall. And he just kind of opens the blinds and looks out to the, because like he's got like one of the walls of his office is the exterior wall to the building, and he's got that window that he had cracked open to allow some of the essence of the incense to spill out. But now he's opened it fully, and he sticks his head out and looks out the. I see nothing but gray overcast. Am I missing the dragon?
I'm gonna look too,
Yeah, same.
Gray overcast.
very thoroughly. Like,
Very well.
Yeah,
Perception
could
check,
be
if
in
you
there.
wish. Very well. Go ahead. Go for it.
just be sure to take another look when the lightning starts. Next time it starts crackling.
hey, have you had storms like that before, where lightning hits the same area repeatedly?
No. I have seen it before, but not in a very long time.
What happened the last time? Where was it? When was it? How long ago?
You see, he's like trying to remember.
Surfing the database.
As he's doing that, I kind of want to, like, so I assume we're kind of all at the window looking out. I kind of want to look at behind his head and just like very lightly sort of just poke at his wound and be like, so does this, who, like, who did this? Do you know?
I do not know who mended.
No,
Me.
not who fixed it, who caused it.
It occurred during my attempted throw over of the shelf
Yeah, but
some
you, like,
200 some years ago.
it just seems really, really convenient for them to have you not remember a lot of things since, you know, you were with them before. And it's like, if somebody could so specifically target your memory like that, it's like they did it on purpose. It's not just it seems like not an accident. I don't know.
It was, as I been told before my colleagues had naturally passed away from age, that this was the result of fighting, and I was struck and damaged upon the head.
But you don't know by who. And nobody knows.
It happened during the full-out conflict.
Well, yeah, but I
There
know
were-
when I'm hitting somebody, and I know when somebody's hitting me. It's like I can still know what's going on, even if it's a fight with like 15 other people.
If a archer shoots you from
Was it an
100
archer?
paces, I do not recall. I
Okay,
recall
okay. I'm sorry.
briefly scuffles and then nothing. and then waking up deep within the gem dust as the coup had failed and the people protected me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sure that brings up bad. Well,
It brings
sorry.
up almost no memories,
Yeah, I was gonna say
actually.
memories is not the right way to put it. How would it like? I'm. And I'll say at this point, you guys see, I'm just like making pointless conversation, but I'm like, so how do you fight? You just like punch stuff with your hands, or do we like wielding a weapon, or?
Oh, at that time, I I do not remember.
Huh. Okay. Well,
I am sorry.
no, I'm sorry.
Eh, I I will continue and um have the uniforms arranged for your
We,
faux hire.
Yeah, I think we got
back,
it.
back, back to that. We don't. I can handle that. We can't go in looking like we look anyway. So
Yeah.
I got a spell for that.
Oh,
Oh,
We'll be
do
good.
you?
Yeah, remember when we
Yeah.
all were me for a while?
Oh, fantastic.
Rock, is that when you cast that, it's a one and done, right? It's like you're this until the spell's gone.
Yeah, we'll
I
have
think it's
8
8
hours.
hours. Yeah.
Okay. I can if we need any additional details for the uniform, I can be a drawing board for a minute. I'll
Yeah.
vaguely turn into what I remember of it. Dude, is there
okay.
like any emblem or something I missed?
This looks sufficient. You have the patch on the left shoulder or left chest above the heart, and you have the large low slogan on the back. The color is sufficient. The style is correct. You have done a good job.
I did better than I thought.
Nice. Hey, Scoot.
Alright.
Question. You said you're potentially, or no, sorry, your buddies, the Candlelighters, were gonna seek help from the verdant cause, and
It is not possible at this time. We need to have sufficient evidence to strike up a formal investigation as Carver falls within verdant cause jurisdiction.
I mean, we've got some pull with them. I'll tell you. And actually, do I even still have that? Let me look and see
Nope.
if I still. I don't.
Nope.
What
I
happened?
think you gave it
Oh,
away.
I did,
Yeah.
didn't I?
Who do we gotta track down?
I don't remember to who you gave it away, but I remember you gave it away.
I normally when I give stuff away, I put it in my little list of stuff I used to
Yeah.
have, but I don't see it on that list.
Maybe you did. I thought you did.
I mean, it does sound
But-
kind of familiar. But anyway, yeah, I'll just be like, it's still in my inventory, but I'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah, I might be wrong. Yeah.
So we'll just assume that I still have it, and I'll just kind of pull it out and be like,
Sure.
you know, we know some folks down like in Volpine, and they, you know that whatever you think we may need, they may kind of just take our word for it if that makes a difference, because we've got some friends.
I apologize, but that is not the procedure. The complaint
Well,
needs
you know,
to be
procedures.
sent.
I mean, I know you're a thing. That's your thing, but it's like, if you know the right people, sometimes the procedures are different. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
I do.
allowing us to go into the shelf using your name, and we didn't go through the normal procedures, did we? Like we
No,
just came in and convinced
I-
you.
I understand, but to muster an investigation and enough forces to show, well, to say force, to muster enough forces to show force to have the shelf respond, you would need to speak to the Minister of Justice that is presiding in Whitlaw. That is where the case must be
Fair enough.
approved.
Fair enough.
So, in order to get Fathnir to agree, that is why I have enlisted the Candlelighters for assistance.
think that's a name that we've heard before, but I don't actually
It
remember.
is a name that you've heard before.
Okay.
Sej would remember it because he's got perfect memory because it's still been a month. But
I
if
remember
anybody wants to
Fat
do a
Joe
history
something
check,
too.
Rock remembers it. I don't know if CJ remembers it, but Rock definitely remembers it.
Oh, is he the shithead that walked us through the city? Oh,
Smile.
fuck that guy.
Smile.
Yeah. I'm like, oh no, we know him. Okay. Point
Yep.
taken. You're right.
The Huan Athenier male elf, long brown hair that silver is halfway down, very thin with deep emerald eyes that are almost black.
Shits all over
Speaks
lizard
with
folk at any moment, at any drop of a hat.
that's not in my actual description of him.
But it's not wrong.
Yeah, that's not wrong. Without
What
the
a guy.
permit, yeah, without the approval and of Fafnir, there will be no verdant march on Carver. So we must gather evidence for a proper, well, via the proper procedure with the assistance of Candlelighters and my other associates who have, I believe the term is, get the ball rolling.
It
A
is.
coup in the past failed, and it is not something I wish to do upon Carver once again.
That's fair enough. We understand.
The keep was definitely more well guarded than I think we all expected.
Well,
Well, it. Go ahead, Sesh.
no, please go ahead. I was about to walk out of the room, actually.
Okay. It is, as mentioned, the potential head of the snake. It is guarded, it is protected. I am fortunate that in my situation, I am of many to protect me where they are of a small group. If you wish to assist in trying to overthrow, or, well, overthrow is harsh, find evidence that would support a case to have Fafnir and the Verdant cause march upon the shelf, I will introduce you to my candlelight associates
Yeah.
and some of.
Can I make things a little bit simpler? Because honestly, keeping all this in my head, like who knows what and what, it's difficult. We know them. We met them last night.
Yeah, they kidnapped me.
Yeah,
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 like
they did. Sorry, you cut out. What'd you say?
He just said they did not report this.
I mean, it just happened last night, and we kind of told them we knew that they knew we were coming to talk to you, so they were probably practicing discretion. I think discretion's like something they're really good at, you know. So I'm sure they
It
were just
is.
waiting for the appropriate time. But this, like, do they know that we know that we know? You know, it's hard for me to keep in my head. So it's like, yeah, we met them, we chatted with them, we stayed in Eno's cool like portal house thing. He made me a waterbed. It was super cool, and the breakfast was was really dope. Uh, Mole's kind of he's a cool dude, but he's got a bit of a temper, but I can totally relate, so it's fine. Um, yeah, so we're working with him. We were just kind of testing you a little bit. Sorry, but you passed. Hey, so cool. I think
I
we're
am
good.
very well. I am pleased that I had passed a test that I was not aware I was taking. I will say, as you had informed me that Rock was the one that had gone on the shelf wall, you have my sincerest apologies, as it was one of my associates who launched an arrow at your back. Let's
Jeez, you guys
BRB
are just
honest.
delightful in this town.
You
I mean,
gave
Rock.
off the air of a crazy cultist.
Yeah, he was responding to exactly what you were trying to get somebody to respond to. I'm pretty sure, in the way he should.
I didn't think of getting shot and kidnapped as potential outcomes. I more thought, hey, there's a dragon in the sky that could be here to kill everybody. Someone pay attention.
I'm with you,
I
but
mean,
I
they
get it.
did. They just,
Well,
focused on
it
you
worked
rather
in
than the class.
Yeah.
it worked in one way, right? At least.
I will inquire, are you to show this family blade to the shelf, or are you to keep it under wraps for now?
It's on a need to know basis until it's need to know. You know?
I do not know. That
I'll
is why
whisper
I
to
am
Scoot. I'll be like,
inquiring.
I don't think we know yet.
I think we will likely
Ah,
try to keep it under wraps. We're trying to avoid confrontation from most of the guards until we
It,
know who's,
very well.
just
Um,
working versus actually invested in the bad guys.
So, Scoot, I got a question for you.
you have had many, but please
Yeah,
continue.
I might
Run
have
along.
more. So clearly we're probably gonna go in, and then I kind of look at the rest of the people like dressed as your employees, and again, thank
Only
you.
Al right now. Yeah, only Al right now.
Well, right, I'm saying,
Yes,
well,
only
we
Al.
all will be. Uh, is there like, and we're looking for evidence, and we're looking for information. Is there like a special place that the trustees might keep this information, or is it all just that dickhead Laurent, and we just go to his place, or like
Laurent is perhaps
the worst,
standing
right?
leader
Oh,
amongst
sorry,
us,
yeah.
and
That
the worst. He is very difficult. He is the leader, so perhaps if you are able to find evidence within his dwellings, but I would assume that all of the family heads have some sort of damning information, if
got it.
not.
Level with
It
me.
is
How powerful is that guy? Cause I was like, I mean, I'll level with you. We were for a little bit planning on kidnapping him, cause he came out and was a douchebag, and I had him in my hands, and we were running away with him. Then Dragnar stopped me, which is, that's right, he's right. We don't do that, but like if we were to try to do something like that again, how difficult would it be? Like, could he take all of us on, you think? You said he's something like he can warp reality
he's
to his
old.
favor? Like, that
He
sounds
is
crazy.
a practitioner of arcane, though the degree of which I am not
Yeah, you said he's
completely.
older than you, too? Yikes. Elves,
It is
man.
of his heritage,
Yeah,
yes.
friggin' elves.
But his true capabilities I am unaware of. His, though, with his age and his attitude, I would imagine he is
Quite advanced.
capable. Mm,
That's not what I
I
was hoping
believe.
to hear.
Well, look at it this way: he has held the shelf in his grasp for directly in his
Centuries.
grasp
Yeah.
for yeah, many centuries. The other follow him because, well, I assure he strikes fear in them more than anything.
Well, helpful. Not hope inspiring, but helpful. So, thank you.
Well, for a plan, what do your employees usually do on the shelf anyways? Do they just like resupply the houses or what?
Not at
Or should we
all.
go
Just
They
in?
walk through,
simply
right?
use it. Yeah, it is a pass through. They are given permission to enter the front gates, and they follow a designated path that
Oh
leads to
good.
the back gate.
I was
However,
just
they are not permitted to stray from the path.
Like, what if one of them really has to go to the restroom along the way? Can they, like, stop in somewhere and be like, hey, I gotta go to the can? Or are they,
I
like, not even
believe
allowed to do
they
that?
I believe they just must relieve themselves around the quarter.
Oh, that's gross. I'd never
so
do
they
that.
just be on the streets. It's
They they keep the landscape architecture pristine, so they have people working, and to
I'll
give
go
you
up
like
to
an
the
insight because you guys real quick. Sorry, just real quick.
yeah, go
Because
ahead,
like
please.
you guys kind of saw inside the inside of the shelf very much is kind of like what you would imagine like a royal garden kind of looks like, right? Like it's
Yeah.
very much agricultural architecture. You know what I mean? It's just like. But anyways, go ahead, Saj.
I was gonna say, I picture it kind of like if y'all have seen the Truman Show, where like literally everything in the town is placed
Yes.
explicitly for it's like everything's exactly where it should be.
Oh, the Truman Show.
Yeah, it's like it's an entire
Yes,
town
I know. Yeah.
like manually designed
Yeah, now I know what you're
and
talking about. It took me
pristine.
a second. I was like, yeah.
I'm walking up to the window where he's at. I guess we're about to be out of here. I thought we just had some like expectations when we walked in, like we had a job to do or something.
Yeah, hey, as employees, can we just
What?
walk back here now whenever we want? I'm just kidding. I know we can't.
Typically, my office is indeed a
While he responds, I'm gonna
basis.
try to close the blinds.
That's fine. He's not
Yeah.
going to stop you.
Oh
Murder.
no.
His hand turns into a
I
giant
asked-
knife and stabs you.
I apologize that I did not spot the sky dragon, but I will look at the clouds
Yeah, maybe it's a
with
nighttime
more
thing.
intent.
Sorry for deriving the truth out of the nature, but it's kind of just how I like to talk when things get serious. I apologize for that, and I know you felt it, as we all did.
It
But-
is nothing to apologize about.
Before we leave, what made you so interested in that book yesterday? That's one mystery that I don't know.
It is a name that I actually recall from the past. That is-
Wow. So all of the memory is gone but him.
There are bits and pieces. I recall things, but that name buzzed when it was spoken. I simply wished to see if there was some clue as to what had happened to me.
Like it could be a key to the rest of your memory. Well, that's
Perhaps.
just speaking. That's something out of like a storybook, right?
Well, but storybooks are still written with some semblance of familiarity in what is our lives.
Well, I'll think about how to retrieve your memory. One way or another. I'll remember. I'll try to
Oh,
at least. Okay?
you have my thanks, but I have lived for so long without it that
You're doing us a favor here. Allow me to think on it.
very well.
I might never find an answer, but I'll look for one.
You do realize you are all potentially doing a favor for Carver as well.
Isn't that what friends do?
Very well. Fair point. It is. I appreciate your efforts.
Thanks, bud. Boss, I mean, sorry.
That is
See you
correct,
later.
employee.
See you later, boss.
Please follow proper protocols when visiting next time.
Oh, boy, we'll
Got
try.
it. You've earned it. Boss.
He gets up and walks you to the door. Lets y'all out.
So did anybody else think we were gonna have to beat him up or what?
Oh, man.
What? No.
Oh.
no.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I still have Fireball prepared, but I'm kidding.
You always have Fireball prepared. It's always
That literally.
prepared.
That's
You
how-
can't not
That's how a
prepare
light
it.
cleric works. That's right.
It's like, I don't want to know Fireball. Tough shit.
It's there. Sirius says you do.
Saria says, God damn it, you will know how to cast Fireball.
I
Your
am the
purpose.
sun.
everything that I tried to preload earlier didn't load, so I'm trying to find
Aw.
it. I'm listening. I'm just
So where are we about to go? Should we reconvene with our friends at that weird not a bar tree place? Should we just walk right to the we could walk right to the gate again and
I think we
go
should probably
through.
let them know before we do that. Could we take them with us, Rock? Can you change them too? I guess maybe we don't. Well, you would have to give them the uniform.
Well, and the problem is they might. I know he's been out of the area for a long time, but he said that they'd still potentially be people that could recognize him. Well,
Mm.
So we make him look like Calisaur or something, you know?
I mean, I was just gonna make us all look like workers. Like, just,
Yeah.
you know.
Significantly better than what I was thinking. I was thinking we were gonna have to go through some like secret sewers or some nasty shit, you know?
We're not gonna
Yeah.
be, you know, a menagerie. We're just all gonna be, I don't know, people. Elves? Dwarves? I don't know. Something. Maybe we could, well, no. I don't know. What do you guys want to be?
We had options.
Rock, could you make me a kobold? Wait, that would be awful. That's a bad idea.
I can't
And literally he
change
can't.
size?
I don't.
Very much.
Oh, I'd be the biggest kobold they've ever. Oh,
Yeah.
Very good.
It's
That
1
you
might
foot.
can
be
change like a
Yeah, you can go a foot shorter or
Yeah.
taller.
Still pretty big.
Yeah, but
Maybe we
we
can
can't. We
experiment
can't be
check out.
us. I don't think any of us can be us.
That's.
But what if I'm Al and Al is me?
I think that would make worse questions.
Oh no, you're
than-
plotting, but I'm not on board.
But then we're not ourselves.
But we're still us as a group. They know. They've seen some of
Oh!
us.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, it's that little devil man, kick his ass. And I'm like, no. But then
Haha,
it's me,
I'm
but
not.
then it's
Oh,
me,
yeah, you're right.
but then
Right?
it's
Like
me.
if I made us all look like me, they're just gonna kill all of us.
Then I make shitty
Oh.
wanted posters, and it's like, that's not what I look like.
I'm gonna start walking while talking to the not a bar.
Okay.
Can I look kind of like?
as
Can
you-
I look kind of like Meeker? Like, not exactly like him, but kind of like him.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
Cool. I want his hat though. Like, the rest
What
of the
about-
uniform can be fine, but I want his hat.
Hey, what was the name of that guy on the boat? that you
No,
relegated?
no, he doesn't exist. That guy doesn't exist. He's dead.
I wonder
And
who
if
you
you were
think you're
to,
talking
and you
about.
can't imitate somebody who's dead. So,
Hmm.
I mean, it's rude. You could, I'm sure you could, but it's rude. It's very bad form to
I
do
was
that.
gonna ask, is that like a formality or is that like?
No, it's considered incredibly rude.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to do something rude, I guess you wouldn't mind that too much, right?
Yeah, don't do that. It's rude.
It's rude. I agree.
Fucking Billy.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Who? You know, I'm not sure if I really formally asked, but who was this Simon person you talk about?
Where?
My eyes dart to Dregnar immediately. Inside check, Dregnar. I want to see if he reacted.
Okay. Go.
It's really good. It's like, what is it, 22, I think?
He rolled a natural 19 for staying
Fuck
absolutely still.
me. God damn it.
One of these days.
He's like, he cracks his knuckles. They think I'm Simon.
I mean, I don't
Ha.
really think it, but
Haha.
I
I
mean, is
haven't-
that a
No.
joke? I don't know the. It's like having an inside joke. I
no,
don't
no,
know.
no, no. He was bad dude
Simon
in
was the
Volpine.
first bad. Yes.
He,
I know out of character.
yeah, okay. Yeah, so, but Davis will definitely still go through the whole explanation of it.
Dragnar will say it very simply. He was some weird guy that learned magic and then caused like a weird army to get created and try to overthrow Volpine.
Oh, that's why you're
We
so
saved
good.
down.
You have done some favors. I see why they're so amicable to you. That place was like a party when you guys walked in. No wonder.
It is. It's a nice place.
Yeah, nice people.
Well, it sounds
I
like
created
you made
a race.
nicer.
Kind of
Yeah.
by accident.
Wait, you've
Yeah.
created a race? What?
It happens.
You haven't?
Yeah. You know,
What did you create? What?
I mean, he's not
He's not wrong
right, but
entirely.
he's not wrong. You know, it's
I mean, especially in Rock's mind, he's definitely right in Rock's mind.
yeah,
Out
yeah,
of character,
give
I
credit.
don't know this. What?
The swine folk, he like kind of made a hybrid, or no, I don't know. You go ahead, bro. Go ahead, CJ. Say.
yeah. Go for it. You.
yeah, there was the big creature people, and we found a barn full of babies or slimy things, and you know, Menagerie decided to rampage through and murder everything. But I tried to heal one because maybe they didn't need to be murdered, and turned out that ended up becoming a leader of a new race of creek people.
And what was his name?
Blob Marley, because he was a blob.
That's right, Blob Marley.
Oh, that's
It was
right.
actually a very
Okay, you went into the
horrifying-
woods for your pig people when we were in that caravan before
Yep.
we hit Whitlaw. I
Yeah, those are my
remember.
people. Those are I made them.
I stayed back. Man, now I'm upset that I
There's a
met a
reason I
new
want to find
race.
them
That's crazy.
and look after them. They're kind of like
And
My
love
family.
them and squeeze them.
So curious.
But yeah, you ever see us wearing Blob Marley t-shirts? You know what I'm referencing now.
Wow.
No.
What's a t-shirt? I'm kidding.
Either.
Something that's been somewhat on the back of my mind, but not that it sounds scarier when I ask it, but where are you all going? You know? Or are you just floating with the wind?
Who are you asking? Sorry.
Everybody.
I'm
I
following them.
know
And
it
we're-
sounds weird and scary. I just
We're going to
figured
the
I'd ask.
Nada bar.
I mean,
You meant like
existentially, like, where are you guys driven towards a direction? I was just heading west. You know, I was following the sun.
I was gonna puff out his
until-
chest, look up into the sky, and say, "I have no idea."
Well,
yeah, we kind of
Into
found this
something.
guy on tour. Oh yeah, yeah, you know about the rabble rousers, I think. I'm sure we've talked
on
about.
tour?
Yeah,
I think we talked about it once, but that was all the way back in Green Hill.
I will
yeah.
start strumming the chords to the main theme.
So, me and a bunch of like performers, carnival folk, if you will, were traveling west from the coast, and towards Cled and or into Cled and everything, and we came across this guy, kicking ass, busking on the corner, and said, "Hey, you want to join us?" He said, "I don't know. I don't remember exactly what did you say."
Some parts sound like I have none better to do, or hell yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he fell in immediately. We got a lot better as a result. He's really good.
it.
Yeah. Still
So
not
you're
good
a
enough.
traveling
Still not good enough for
musician group.
Whitlaw though, because they're just too good for us. We're too cool for them or something. I don't know.
We don't talk about them. Uptight assholes.
Yeah. So we decided maybe the band's not as good as we thought, and Al and I kind of said, well, we'll kind of go our own way for a little while, see what we find, and we found this guy, and I point to Rock, and then shortly thereafter this guy, and then you guys, you two.
So, don't take this the wrong way, but do you have any destination in mind, or are you just traveling rabble rousers?
Oh, we're not the Rebel Rousers anymore. We broke up.
I mean, I got some things I want to find in the world eventually, but we seem to be having a good time. You know,
Good time is important.
I mean, for me personally, the one thing, other than just doing what we've been doing, which is, helping make things better for people I mean, we just more or less did the thing that I felt driven to find, which was, and then I'll literally just summon Redeemer. I know we're in the middle of the street and shit, but I'll just like summon it and be like, this. Like, I mean, I still don't fully understand it and why Agni chose me, or I don't know if he did or why, but why, yeah. But that was the main thing, and now I'm ready to just help others do whatever they need.
Well, I know I've said if you'll have me back then, but if you'll have me still, I'm kind of after Whitlaw. Whenever we might get there, I'm kind of at a loss for a location to a goal. And I've asked Surya a couple times, but she says my place is here with you guys for now. But I'm a little scared of being a little aimless. You know, I've always went that way, and I went west, and it's not anymore, and it's kind of uncomfortable. I miss home, but I can't go back, not for a long time. And there's just a couple questions that I want to answer, but I have nowhere in mind, you know? And I feel like good things keep happening while we're together.
Certainly exciting things.
Yeah, exciting and sometimes scary things, but good things in the end, and I've come stronger on the end, you know?
It's funny that you say exciting and sometimes scary things. That's exactly how I put it in a letter to my friend. Like months ago. I can't remember if this was when we were in like Deep Root or if we were in Green Hill. I don't remember. But I said something along the lines of, it's like, I know we're doing the right thing. It's scary at times, and at the time I was thinking of her, so I said, but I think of you and it makes things a little less scary enough, but also that I have, my friends to help me out. And so, yeah, if you're welcome, as far as I'm concerned, wherever I go, you're welcome. And I'll help you and you help me. I mean, that's the way this has worked. Like with Dregnar, we helped him because he had that nastiness going on. The way I see it now is things just tend to find us anyway, right? I mean, we find some stuff, but we also just tend to.
I think that's what scares me, you know? Things just happen, and we just keep going. But we don't have anything. I have a couple things in mind that I've.
Oh, we still got to go back to
Nothing,
Whitlaw. Don't
nothing's
forget.
driving me to, like, go somewhere after Whitlaw.
After that, yeah.
But I do have a couple questions, like, why? We're probably almost there. Well, either way, I was just thinking about the dragons being here before us somehow. That's I deeply concerning, but not concerning, but I just want to know more about that, you know? That feels important. There's more details. That's something I want to answer eventually. But I mean, where do you go for something like that, you know? I don't know.
Most of the stuff I've read is out of fairy tale books. It's like, do they even exist? You know, I'd like some answers too. That'd be nice to.
Well, now we certainly know they definitely exist, right? We definitely
Says
killed
who?
the dragon.
Well,
You seen
did.
a what now? Those are just clouds. We're just walking down the street, minding our own business. No.
Not to like burden you guys with such weird questions, but it was just on my mind, you know.
No, it's nice to hear people open up. I actually will kind of take a sidelong glance at Karos because I don't think he's really ever opened up to me. Like maybe a little.
It all started 20 years ago.
And fuck you.
I'm to right around the dark.
Very well. So, there. You guys depart into the drizzling afternoon, because you guys did sleep in. clouds, grayed and overcasted, as you peer upwards, trying to get some sort of details of anything for those of you that are still keeping an eye fixed on the sky. No signs of a dragon's visage or anything above. With a fresh discussion of with Scoot in your mind and understanding that he had reached out to the Candlelighters and that he had some associates in town also working, you have the semblance of a plan on how to enter the shelf under the guise of Dusty Pick employees. It doesn't take you very long to go south and reach the nut bar. People are out, moving quickly, trying to get soaked in the rain, using whatever they can. There's a contraption known as an umbrella. Some of them are able to have some. Others are just using, uh, you know, stretched out coats over their heads or whatever other means they have to protect themselves from the annoying drizzle. But before you, in the same old that is the gem dust, you see big old tree, 60 or so feet, busting through the roof of the nut bar.
Hey, Sej, did we ever hear from Navari? Like, was she gonna? I don't actually remember. Was she coming here? Or bringing
I
friends
think
here?
she was just sending Dryad friends. And if they were coming, I doubt we would have seen them here. They might have gotten to the destination, but we left before even waiting for them.
Ah,
And they travel through the roots of things, I think.
yeah. No, it's
So
we've seen it. We've
we
done
might
it.
not have seen them anyways. Wait, you've done it?
Yeah, Grissa took us through. Like, in fact, there's like a tree in the wall of the. Crap, I can't. I remember Corny is the kid's name, but I don't remember the.
Sounds
The
much more
Foxden.
fun than Hags and Greenhill.
Yeah, but what's the family's name?
The Weatherbees.
Weatherbees. Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, the place. It's this kind of bar, tavern place, hostel place that we stayed. There's like, it's kind of in a hill, and there's a tree inside of it that kind of runs into the wall of it. Yeah, we just walked right through it.
Wow.
It's kind of
That
funny
sounds
you
much
mentioned.
more fun than Hags and Greenhill and Ogres.
This was before that, and woof.
So, the fun part of this is was literally to have someone ping you guys in the brain. Oh, what's up? So, um, yeah. So as you guys are staring at the large tree, uh, Sej, you hear the familiar voice of Navori in your head. Hey, got in touch with some of my dryad friends. They have a hard time traveling through the stranglebark. But they should arrive soon.
Okay, we went back to Carver. There's a bit of a situation here, so we had to go. Menagerie XOXO.
Perfect.
So as you guys are before the tree, the door gets swings open, and the three sorry, the three, because one of them still can't work. The three brothers Brittmeyer start rolling out the sea. Is like, hey,
Hey.
did one of you get in my head? Did one of you get in like my bedroom or something and whisper something like you're not going to be available because I got the sense that you guys were gonna be out this morning and y'all weren't here.
I pointed at Sedge and said, "Yeah, he's very sneaky." We said to him, he just kind of it's a trunk thing with him.
Nice work, Twinkle Toes. Very well.
What can I say?
Cool. So, uh, y'all, you guys are still welcome to stay. I gotta take these knuckleheads to work. I'm gonna go talk to the boss and run my sample analyses, analysi. I never knew what the right word was.
Is the bar open tonight?
Bar is always open for you assholes.
I'm totally kidding. I know it's not a bar. It's not a bar. Whatever.
Got him.
It could be.
It's a bar that does not operate as a. It is a plant bar. Why is it so difficult for you to understand?
I just like making you suffer.
Bargain's one
Definitely.
thing.
Oh, it's definitely a not bar. We all know it's a not bar. You know it's a not bar.
It's not bar.
I mean, it's hardly a building.
My favorite.
It's got a giant
Yet
tree
it's
through
still
it.
my favorite bar. You know how weird that works.
Yeah, it's the best bar in town.
It's a pretty low bar.
Without a roof.
He's done it.
Nature provides the roof, okay? I don't have time for this. All right. Grim is in there resting. So if you need to talk to Grim, talk to Grim. Is it Grim? Yeah, it's Grim. He's the one. Yeah, the injured one. Otherwise, I got to make sure Palmer and Smiley get to work. So, be seeing you, I guess.
Hey, take it easy.
Sure.
Try to stay dry.
And keep
It's
your eyes on
impossible.
the sky. Actually,
Another expression of yours, eyes on the sky. Got it. It's overcast.
no, I mean literally. Keep looking up today.
Oh, is this because we saw that cool cloud that you guys showed us the night before?
Wait, you saw that?
Yeah, we talked to
Yeah.
them about it. They said they
We've been-
saw it.
Oh, God,
It
it's
kind of
so
looked like
confusing
a
in this
lizard.
village. Why does it? There's no consistency with you guys. Some of you look up, some of you don't look up. God.
I mean, at their height, they
we
always
weren't.
look up.
Hey, careful. Don't make me have Greg
You're right. I
articulations.
should. That's my bad.
Thought it was pretty good.
No,
Anyways,
it's
get out of
rude.
here. You're late.
We'll say it was the weather. It's fine. I usually like, um, not Willem. The names are literally getting out of my head. The blonde one. The blonde one. Come on. Smiley. Smiley's got like a big old apple in his mouth, kind of running out, like behind his two brothers. The two brothers. Cuts his door. And then keeps catching up. Okay. You have the not bar to yourself. Well, Grim
With
is.
Grim, yeah.
Yeah.
He's Grim again.
He's just one of the brothers.
Grim is one of the four brothers.
He's got the two different colors hair, right?
Yeah. He's the one that got mauled by the mimic. So his hair is split down the middle. So they all have like kind of fuzzy, afro-y, small, like contained afros. The left side is onyx black. The right side is
Blonde.
like a honey blonde. And he's got sky blue eyes. Like, as you guys open the door and enter, like, oh,
You're kind of.
hey.
Your mic is like really quiet. Yeah.
Cutting
maybe
out?
just- there you go.
Is that better?
Yep.
There you go. As you guys enter through the front door, he's like, hey, you guys are soaked. Let me
I'll just look at Al and be like,
get.
Al.
Oh, that's right. He can do the thing. He has got the special wiggly fingers.
He normally just
Try
does
to
it.
Yeah. Is he the only one that could do it out of this whole group? Because I feel bad that he's always the one. He's the only one with prestidigitation. You know?
I don't mind. It's nice to make sure the party's in tip-top shape, but
I
yeah,
imagine
I
you're
gotta keep
doing.
my clothes clean.
I imagine you're doing some other weird OCD behavior as you do it, like clean, clean, 1, 2, 3, clean, clean, 1, 2, 3, like counting things
There's
out.
definitely like there's definitely a couple of jigs he's written for it. Get clean. Stop moving so much, damn you.
It tickles though.
But yeah, you just kind of not in the corner, but at the corner of the group, one by one, driving people off.
Very well.
How you doing?
Uh, oh, couple more weeks of babying this, then back to the dusty mines.
And best you've heard, nobody's been attacked like that since, right?
I haven't heard anything.
Good. Sorry that it had to be you, but happy to hear nobody
Hey.
else is.
I got a vacation out of it.
That's one way to look at it. Hey, we might have some folks meet us here. Nobody came by looking for us, did they?
What type of folks? What should I keep an eye out for?
One's a big bull. Minotaur, I think.
Okay, they'll stand out like a sore thumb. Got it.
Well, I mean, there's like a whole family of them here, right? I think at least like pretty. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some around,
Yeah, sure.
but yeah,
But-
there's not a lot of them, that's for sure. And they're big.
Okay, Minotaur. Got it.
He's got a friend as well. Okay, so they haven't been here.
No,
Okay.
brother didn't mention anything, so I'm assuming while I've been being a lazy bum, they didn't come while
I
I
mean,
was
you're on
sleeping.
vacation, right? It's not being lazy when you're on vacation.
Good point. So, what do you need anything from me, or I mean, I can entertain if you want, but I don't have much to entertain with. A lot of plans.
We're kind of just here to meet those people, and they're not here yet. So I guess we're just here.
Okay.
I don't know.
Cool. Well,
Did you guys used to perform like in taverns, or what was it like? No, I'm curious. I'm gonna nudge Dragnar. And then
I
I'm
was
gonna nudge Davis. I met you
no,
guys.
no, no, no.
Huh?
It's Davis and Al that did the thing.
Yeah.
I was a merchant.
Oh. Yeah, okay, Dragnar came after. I remember
Well,
now.
I was a bodyguard for merchant.
I see.
Al's in his own world, prestidigitating everybody until he hears his name. He's like, what? Then he just full stop.
I see the music came from that one,
Mhm.
most likely.
I mean,
Part of it.
Davis, did you sing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
one day I'm going to have to hear that.
I
You
mean,
don't sing
it's
anymore?
some people didn't really call it singing. It was kind of yelling.
Oh.
Had a good energy. I've always been a fan.
Yeah, yeah. The big thing was just getting everybody going, right? It's not so much about the notes and the tones and all that stuff. I mean, that's what I got this guy for. He takes care of all that and woo. But
just
like when you really
aggressive,
just got to get a
like-
crowd going, like
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, you've seen me work. You know, I can really get people going.
You can really inspire others. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, so that works. It works in showbiz. Well,
Right, where-
until you get some stuck up idiots that prefer to have low energy entertainment and sorry, we're not cultured enough for them.
Traditionalist.
One
Yeah.
day you should have a performance in my homeland.
Sure.
I'll make sure of that.
Only if they want to have a good time.
Oh, I think my homeland, we love to live in revelry.
Then we're down. Or I'm down. I can't
And
speak for Al.
It will
it
be
sounds
done.
like it'll be definitely different, but I think that's
It'll probably be
what's
different.
what really hits what people are looking for is different, you know?
Oh. Good. I'm
We
glad to
can
hear
do
that.
Now you got me. I miss the old rabble rouser days with the fire
Orbis?
breather and
Remember Orbis?
Orbis. Yep.
Mhm.
And then is it the halfling tosser?
Shit,
Shit
I'm
was
actually.
incredible.
I gotta go back to like session 2 notes.
The triplets.
Blitz.
Yeah, it was the triplets.
Those are fantastic shows.
So are we supposed to just wait for those guys here? Is there drinks here?
Everything
Hey,
but.
are you still wounded over there? Are you okay?
I mean, healing. Lifts his arm up, still bandaged. I mean, but there's drinks. You can help yourselves. They're behind the bar. I don't care. I mean, more the merrier. I'm just taking it easy. Keep an eye out for some
Can
guests.
I
You
see
guys
that
are welcome
arm
to join.
again? I tried this a little bit earlier, but it didn't really work. Maybe it'll work on this. I want to try it again. The second I touch him, I'm gonna throw that incantation and do greater restoration again.
Yeah.
You know that a greater restoration is needed. Just healing cure wounds will help it mend.
Oh, okay.
It also doesn't cost
I
100
wouldn't
gold.
know. Yeah, that's for
You
sure.
would you
Dude,
would know just by looking at it.
my gem dust, my
Yeah.
gem dust bank is getting taxed right now.
So if you wish to expend it, you can. I'm just gonna let you know you don't need to.
I'd
It,
like to keep 100
it's
gold in my gems still.
gotcha. Yeah, it's healed as much as it can over time by conventional means, right? So,
I'll throw a level
um,
1 cure wounds at it then.
sure, go for it.
Got 9.
Nice.
Fine. Okay. You knock off 9 days of healing that's needed for it. Because while your magic heals it, his body is not used to that type of trauma, so it still takes some time to,
I'll be like,
you
oh,
know,
never mind. I could just do this. It's just a flesh wound. Come on.
yeah.
Not bad, Wiz.
He's like, oh, hey, you know what? Feels a lot better. Thanks. I'm still gonna milk this vacation though.
Well, yeah. I mean,
We won't
don't
tell anyone.
lose any vacation on account of me.
Yeah,
It's now it could be spent better, you know.
you know, I mean, it's like a perfect day for just being lazy and napping under a tree, listen to the rain outside.
I mean,
You
we're
guys
already under a
just,
tree. Oh, that's what you meant.
yeah. Good night. You guys just do whatever. There's booze behind the bar. It just kind of drifts
Oh,
to sleep.
I switch to the song of rest out of habit.
I like that.
When I see somebody lazing about, I'm like, oh, okay.
You know, so I'll say about an hour passes with you guys just kind of mucking about, and you hear knocking at the door of the not bar.
come in. You know it's a bar. I mean, not a bar.
Mm. Um, two figures walk in, uh, removing their hoods and cloaks. Before you see uh, a Marion of silver and like porcelain construct with a very soft expression on the face, and then the other one that you see is a large, kind of towering Goliath-like figure with a very stark tattoo contrast of basically like half their face is tattooed and the other half is not. And they walk in. Hi, um, we heard this was a bar.
You heard wrong.
Very well. You guys really need to patch up your roof. Cut the tree. I mean, it's weird. I'm just shitting with you. I think you see the illusions fade, and it's
You know it
Goija
well.
and Solomon.
I had a feeling.
I fully believed you, actually.
Yeah. So, you talked to Scoot.
We did. And he knows we know you, by the way. It was just gonna be
Okay.
really hard for me to keep in my head, like, where the
Who
lines
knows who and who
are
doesn't.
exactly, like, which, level of information and blah blah. I can't even talk about it, for Christ's sake.
Okay, so you're the honest type due to just incompetence.
I mean, that's rude, but
I'm kidding.
I mean, you're not
Just
super wrong.
Info
oh,
check.
sorry. I didn't. Okay, go for it. Go ahead. Is that I'm just kidding? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm
Oh.
sorry.
You're
I didn't mean
inside
to.
checking that. God damn.
19.
19.
Let me take you to Whispers.
He was, no, he's legitimately sorry. He was just trying to make a little joke. He's like, oh shit, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. big brawny guy can't take a little.
Davis
Yeah.
runs out crying. Just kidding. He wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Between you and Scoot, we found some quippy pokes today.
Yeah, right.
All good.
It's how we pass the time. So,
Yeah, we were we thought we were hoping we could. We tried to see if we could fix Scoot's memory and maybe get some more interesting information, but unfortunately we couldn't. Although now that I think about it, if you could, well, I don't. Have you actually met Scoot, Gyoja?
multiple times. He's
Oh, okay.
the one that brought us here, or called for us to come here.
They're like,
We reported to him this morning.
Oh, yeah, okay.
it's like Scoot commissioned them, right?
Scoot called, yeah, asked for help, and then
Right,
they
right, right.
sent us.
So he
So-
said he would give us permission to present ourselves as employees of the Dusty Pick.
That's good.
So
We
we have a
intend
way
on
of getting
going
in. Yeah. If we want
Interesting.
to potentially see if we can sneak off and get. Well, so they're only supposed to walk through, right? So I'm guessing. I don't know if the route has like guards all along it or something, but I imagine we'll be somewhat watched. So like sneaking off of the walkway through the shelf may prove some challenges, but we've got some really clever folks, and I'm looking at all the casters and like that are really powerful. So maybe.
I'm gonna look around to see if we're being like peered on at all.
Okay, go ahead. Perception check. And while you're doing that, Goija will say, well, I mean, we can walk through a couple of times just to get a feel. Mark points of interest. I don't think we're in
Oh, you mean
dire
taste the
straits
joint?
to be sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not everything has to be bing bang boom go.
Oh wait, really? That is not how we work, but
Are there other options?
you're probably right.
It's called patience and preparation.
Wait. Yeah, the dragon clouds had our tensions a little high last night, but I suppose all that's happened since then is one noble going missing.
Well,
If that
the
even happened
announcement
then,
that
yeah.
one mobile going missing, and
I mean,
Maybe we
clearly his
monitor
knife was
what it
gone
looks
before
like
then.
tonight.
Very
and then
possible.
and also elevated tensions at the shelf based on what happened in the evening.
Yeah, were you the ones who told him it was some old guy that fell?
No, that was the other individuals
Oh,
that
probably
we
the guy
heard.
that shot Rock.
I mean, there were
Yes.
criers were talking about it, so everything.
No, the criers were talking about the son that's missing, and they want
I thought they
information.
were talking about the old guy too. Oh well.
Oh, I think that was rumor mill, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
It
all blends together in my head.
that's fair.
I got a 22 when I was looking around.
22. You are keeping an eye out and keeping, your ears open. You just hear the light pitter patter of rain right now with the distant rolling thunders high above. Going from like one vantage point to another one, looking through the various windows and cracks of the knot bar. Pretty chill. Not much.
So
22.
maybe we. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Right on the threshold.
Yeah, that's what I did a roll just to see. Okay.
I have
I
witnessed God with my perception.
Yes, you have witnessed God. Right when you think that everything's clear and everything's good, you do notice that across the way of where the two twin buildings are, one is the knot bar and the other one's where you're staying, but just a little bit beyond that, there is a figure that is hiding fairly well in the shadows, just kind of keeping an eye out. And you see that their gaze is upon the knot bar.
Guys, we're being witnessed. Keep it down.
Wait, you see someone?
Feel somebody. And I'm gonna stare towards where without breaking contact, right exactly where I noticed that. I'm staring right at it.
Yep. So, I think
And
with
nodding
that,
towards that direction without pointing at it overtly.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say,
Mhm.
over there.
with that, oh shoot, I'm on the wrong layer. I might have just moved the map. Control Z. Okay, cool. Um, with that, if you guys are cool, I'd like to take a little break. I just need to use the restroom and stuff, but I'm still good to keep going since we started late. Is Suki, Kyle, is that okay? TJ, is that okay? Donnie, is that okay?
Yeah.
I got nowhere to be.
I got like 5 hours of sleep last night, but we can keep going for it. We'll take a break and stuff. We can go, and if we don't get any trouble, I could always
Yeah.
fade away and let things resolve naturally.
Cool.
Catch
Yeah,
up.
I just really need to use the restroom personally.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
So you were talking about like a fiver,
yeah,
like not even a fiver. Just
yeah, like a five,
okay. I'm
seven
not
minute
even gonna
break
put
at the
the
most.
loading screen
Yeah, yeah,
thing up.
yeah. Perfect. Cool. All right. Go. All right. Be right back.
I'll
I
add a
had
little
one of those.
text thing.
I had one of those fun. Literally, had walked outside to like walk my dog, and like I'd be like, done for the day. And my boss texts me. He's like, hey, a bunch of people like escalated some junk. Everybody else is offline. Are you able to check in again, see what they need?
Ugh.
No. And to be fair, he sat in on the meeting too. He was also done for the day, so it wasn't just like a let me dump this off on you. But yeah, we kind of sat around for like till like 7, and then there was something I had to do, but I couldn't do it until the systems rolled out the update. This is literally not until like 1 o'clock in the morning, where it's like
Damn.
finished, build failed. It's like goddamn.
Oh
No!
no!
Luckily,
Oh.
the team that rolls that stuff out is a 24-hour team, so I made a new branch and put it in the ticket. I'm like, God, I hope somebody sees this, but here, feel free to use this just in case we can try it again. And it only took like 30 minutes for him to roll out the second one, so
Nice.
Okay, cool, cool.
it was like 2:30. It's like, okay.
Goodness.
And then, yeah, build successful. Run the test script to see if the routing to the server works, and it comes back with a 500 internal server error. So I'm
Damn
like,
it.
well,
Oh my God.
that's the end for me. Bye.
My job is complete.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then of course they needed right about 7:30 that morning. They're like the email back because I emailed everybody on the group like right before I went to bed. And 7:30 they're like,
Hit up the whole Slack.
yeah, they're like, oh, okay. Here's the logs. I do see things look a little weird. I'm like, I don't know what your logs are telling me. It's it's a different system, man. Turns out that their servers have a SQL table with a line for each client. And then in that line, there's a field where they load up tons of IP addresses that are like personally whitelisted for that
Oh, wow.
client line. And they hadn't put any of the load balancing server IPs in there.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
So it's like, it's just
like, can't get to
servers are
anything.
like, here's your message, sir. I don't
Eh.
want it.
Yeah.
Don't want it.
And what's worse is
No, thank you.
it's the 500 internal server. It means that they didn't code any sort of rejection
Right.
error on it. So
Should be
it's
like 403 or 401 or something.
right, like this could literally be anything.
Jeez.
But thankfully, they figured out that it was their problem. So I took like an hour nap between 8 and 9.
That's
He's
gonna get
back!
resolved though. I need to refresh. My camera is not. I am not able to view.
Chimera.
Jeez. Ah, better. But yeah, I was just gonna say those like 1 to 4 a.m. those wee hours are the worst for those panic situations of like, well,
Well,
who's
that's just-
available? Who's getting woken up?
And the rollout they want to do for production, normally the fastest is like 4 working days before the cutoff for scheduling, and they wanted to roll it out like the cutoff for scheduling is like 1 p.m. Friday for Sunday night rollouts.
Ooh.
And then yesterday at like 4:45 they're like, yeah, I think we got to get this rolled out to production here. Can you just do that? I'm like, so we're not even going to test it. We're just going to really just roll it out for production systems and everything's good.
Oh
So
shit.
so the stuff from last night was actually the test system, which is good that I bullied them into it because otherwise
Surprise.
it's dealing with that shit on Sunday at 3 a.m. some crap. Ugh.
Oof.
The Sunday windows starts at like 2 a.m. and goes till 6 a.m.
DM's back, yay!
I
Just
hate
letting out this
those-
house real quick.
I hate those 5-hour sleep nights. It's almost worse than not sleeping at all.
Wait, you guys get more than 5 hours sometimes?
If I'm
try
busy,
to-
no.
Try to make it a habit too.
I usually either get like 4 or 5 hours or like 12 on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
or the extreme other. Yeah, I getcha.
Feel
All
like I'm
right.
falling into that too.
Okay, I think everyone's still here. I don't think anyone stepped away, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can just kind of continue with Sej notifying the group that he's spotted someone.
Got a bogey.
Kind of,
Question:
yeah.
Can we all at once like super obviously just glance over?
Like as
If
a
you
group.
want to.
Group
Look
performance
really
check, go. See how synchronized
person
it
bar.
is.
Don't look over your shoulder, but you're being watched. Huh?
If you want, yeah, you guys can do whatever you want. I will not stop y'all from doing anything. To give you like kind of like a perspective, I think you guys can see, yeah, part of the concept art for Whitlaw, or not Whitlaw, Carver where you're at. So it'd be like as if they're just kind of like hiding in the shadows, or it's like right here. And you guys are like in some of the buildings further down. So kind of not And they're fairly hard to spot. They did a good job of kind of just blending in.
Not good enough.
I'm gonna walk towards it. Tell me when I'm 60 feet away.
Uh, I mean, you're probably within 60 feet of it when you step out the door. It's not
The
very
second I
far.
step
Like,
out the door, I'm gonna
uh,
fairy fire it.
oh, okay. Sure. There you next save.
Dex save 17.
They roll a 16 total. So you kind of it illuminates with like a little sparkle, and it coats them in the sparkle, and they make eye contact with you and try to slink around the other side of the building.
What does it look like now that it's like illuminated?
Uh, help you see them. Necessarily, I think it does. But go ahead and roll me a perception check because that's what you're
Let's
focusing on.
see. Is also outlined in light, so it's
Yes,
outlined.
I understand. Yeah, I understand.
What was I
Dim
rolling
light
again? I'm sorry.
perception to see if you can kind of
Perception.
spot any details.
Oh, that's not great. 10 total.
If you see mostly like the hood and the cloak over them, and you just see them lightly stride after they get noticed around the building. Dragnar will say, "Am I going after them?" Quickly.
Yes.
just sprints out the door. Full tilt.
Sounding.
Just like
Don't
bamfing,
let them
bamf,
get
bamf,
away.
bamf.
Don't
Okay.
hurt them. Just don't let them get away. You know. Oh shit, he's gone.
He's out of earshot.
Yeah, he's quick. He's 100. What we did the 70, 70, 70, right?
Yeah, it's 210
120
feet.
feet, 110 feet. Yeah.
That'd be
So
so
when you say don't
terrifying.
get, he's already around the corner. And you just hear him. I'll roll for him.
It's like, you know, in
Oh yeah, you
cartoons
just
when
hear
they
him.
when Speedy Gonzalez
Mhm.
takes off and there's just like that little dust cloud with it's like that's him.
Yeah, you'll just hear because you're being aware of it, says so you'll just hear this. Oh, it's like, all right, come on, you jerk. You just like grab somebody.
Did you get him,
And he's
Sedge?
pulling someone back.
I think he's got somebody. Yeah, I think he's coming back. Anyways, I was about to get into like what exactly we should do, or I had an idea, but we'll get into it when there's not an additional set of ears. You know. I'm glad I checked.
Someone go ahead and roll me an athletics check for Dragnar to see if he can hold his grip,
Okay.
and I'll contest it.
He gets a total of. I'm trying to think if there's any way he can add stuff. I don't think there is. 17.
Oh, dude, yeah, he still got him gripped.
I mean, I guess he could rage, but he's not gonna, I don't think he's gonna do that.
Yeah, so he's just dragging a figure that's taller than him, though probably weighs less.
If he slips free, then he definitely will rage and run after him.
Yeah,
Ladies,
it's gonna take
drivers.
it's gonna take a while, right? He moves at half speed while dragging somebody, so he's moving at normal speed for you guys. Jerk! All right, another save or another
Another
check.
check.
He rolled, yeah.
Oops, I rolled that off the desk. 21.
Oh
21.
shit! Okay, the guy wrenches free, removes the cloak, kind of like gets out, and what Dragnar would see is a an elven figure, short cut hair, uh, draws out a dagger, and in his hand has
Does
like a
the,
small little orb.
does the dagger look like Rock's dagger?
Uh, Not that elaborate, but and turns to face him
An orb.
and and then he's got an orb, and then the dagger, and I guess for the sake of it, I gonna guess Dragnar's initiative is higher, so I'll let Dragnar act. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
he's
do
got a
roll
plus
off.
8.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah, he'll just go grapple him again.
all right.
Actually, he'll
As
rage.
he goes,
He'll fucking rage at this point and grapple him.
okay, go ahead.
So advantage.
I rolled a natural 19.
Oh god, that's terrible. Even with advantage, I rolled a total of 12.
Yeah, the guy just
No.
steps to the side.
But he'll use his
And
second attack to grapple again if he can.
yeah, that's fine.
Oh, much better. 24.
22. This guy rolls really high. Just grabs him by the arm, wrenching like the orb.
I'll be
He
giving
almost
them
lets
the
go.
play-by-play from where they met at the street. Be like, oh, you lost him. Oh, wait.
Hold on. He might. I'm gonna bonus action flurry of blows stunning and then try and stunning strike him. I think
Okay, mark
because he
off
wants
one
to
of
stun him.
your.
I mean, I can't mark it off, but
yeah,
I'll keep a note. So he's
yeah.
used a rage and a key, or no, he doesn't. Does he? Oh no, it's what can he use for key?
He can use it a number of times equal to his proficiency bonus before he starts to dip into key.
Okay, so that's I wasn't sure if it was flurry of blows or what.
No, it's the stunning strike portion.
Oh, it's stunning strike.
So,
Okay, so flurry of blows is still
it-
a key point.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So key points, try to hit him twice.
Hold on, let me start a new note thing.
Because I allow my monks to try to grapple and then bonus action attack. Their
Right.
special attack.
So first attack. Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. Unarmed strikes plus 8. Okay. 16 to hit.
Here. 16? Oh, yeah, it hits. The
Okay.
guy's not
So
heavily
yeah,
armored.
stunning strike is gonna be the damage is what's his unarmed strike d6 plus 4 and plus the rage, or does
Yeah, if you're attacking with strength, so plus rage plus another D4 for the
the sash, not the
dreamer
sash,
spell.
the dreamer
Good.
stone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 9 plus 4 plus his rage is 2, I think, right? So 15 total.
15. Okay, so bops him real hard, cracks him across the jaw.
And then stunning strike is
rolls
your
a natural
DC
18.
for the stunning strike.
Yeah,
Damn, I'm pretty sure that beats his
Yeah.
DC, but I don't.
it does.
Okay.
It does.
Oh, it's 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's,
second.
I think it's 17 with his sash.
So second
So, and he's
flurry of blow.
Okay.
Even better. 22 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
And Dreamer Stone's only once per turn, I assume.
Uh-uh.
Oh, it's
Every
every attack. Damn, nice.
It's a D4.
5, say 11 total, and then stunning strike again. So I'll spend 2 key. Oh no, he gets 2 uses of stunning strike, not 2 key.
Yeah. He rolls a natural 5, therefore fails. Oh, and because he failed by more than I don't remember if that's part of Vance Black yet, or if that's something later. Let me check. Vance Black. Yeah, I don't expect you to know his items, so you're fine.
Certainly not the
No.
newest ones. On a
But
failure, they're paralyzed.
Yeah, on a failure, they are paralyzed while being stunned unless they are immune. Sorry, when you critically hit a creature and choose a certain strike, they make the saving throw at disadvantage, and on a failure, they are paralyzed. Additionally, if a creature rolls a natural 1, okay, so no, it wasn't a natural 1. Got it. So he's not paralyzed. He's just clocked out, stunned. Grabs him. I'm gonna make an easier time to drag him. He's just kind of dragging his feet, kind of lingering behind him. Gets him
Yeah,
with
and
it.
he's kind of dashing as much as he can.
Yeah. So
Like,
he's
guys, I got
basically
him.
with you. You have yourself a captured, or I guess a stunned elven figure.
Guess he'll just take and kind of like shove him onto the ground of the knot bar. And I'll actually let you or RP what he would say here. Sorry. Yeah, combat stuff I'll do.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Like, did you get a good look at what you're looking for? Guy just kind of spits on the ground.
I'll summon Redeemer at this point too. Just to have it ready.
Okay. Guys, be
I don't
quiet.
think there was any more
Did
of
you,
them.
Dragnar, can he answer right now? I know sometimes when you hear people, they tend to not be able to speak for a bit. Hey, buddy, can you speak?
Why would I waste words with you?
I mean, you seemed pretty interested in us.
15,
He did say something. You're right.
16, 18. Why? Rock, why is your passive only 50? Oh, you don't have your shield equipped?
I mean, wandering
It's on
around
your
town.
person. Yeah, but it's
It's
still
not
on
my
your person.
person. But yeah, I don't
Okay.
like to find equip. Like it's with me,
Yeah,
but I
that's
don't.
what I'm trying to look at it like if it's just on your person while holding the shield. I don't like that wording. Let me see.
I kind of
Yeah.
do.
So
Yeah, I kind of do. I guess you're right. So I guess it's not passive. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So only Al. Al, you would notice that there is the orb that he kind of dropped as he was kind of tossed in. It's reflecting in a way that it's like you see within the orb other hooded figures looking in at you.
Might want to
Or
cover that
others?
up.
I'm. What's my easiest cloth? Could my cape just be like a clasp and I can take that off?
Sure.
I'm a unclasp that, say we're being watched, and then drape the cape over the orb.
Can they hear us too?
Probably.
Can we see them through it?
Yeah. I'll look at the corner.
Uh,
Look at those little bastards. And show Sedge, see if they're still there.
dark hooded. Like you can't. The way that the lighting is coming through and all that, you don't see any details.
I'm gonna point at them and be like, we're like peering under like the cape. I'm coming for you. Yeah, you. Hello. Can you hear me?
The orb, you just see the orb go from like kind of lightly illuminated to cloudy.
Huh.
Aw, all your friends are not talking to us. Very rude.
Well, I
They know your
certainly can't
face.
look like they can't. I certainly can't look like this when we go say hi, but they definitely know we're here. They might know what all of us look like now.
Yeah, buddy. Like knowing what we look like is not something that's impressive. A lot of people know what we look like. We want people to know what we look like because
We
we're
already
awesome.
planned on changing our looks on our way
Hey,
in
hey, hey!
anyways.
Psst. Touch.
Oh, sorry. I mean,
You ready to murder this guy now?
can we just like crush this orb? I kind of want to talk. You know?
Are they still listening? I thought it looks like they're gone, right? Can they
Don't
still
crush
hear?
it.
Like it.
That could be valuable to us.
You can have it, I guess. I don't know.
As you kind of let go of it a little bit, like you can have it, you just feel the orb get kind of plucked from your hand and it starts drifting over towards the direction of Goija. It's like,
Oh.
Silly
He
mage
mage
hand did
handed
it. Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, he's Simon. For a second.
I have that. Like I'm gonna maintain back and see if we can have a tug of war.
Contested mage hand strength check.
Alright.
I was just holding his cape where he was like holding out the orb like a pillow for a second, and now he's just like, whoa.
Mom and dad are fighting.
Like Dregnar has this one guy like pinned on the ground, knee on the ground, and you guys are just focusing on this orb mage hand tug of war. It's just like, okay. Arcana check.
Oh come on! Of all the people in the world, I want to magically. Oh,
If it's contested, I will bravura this actually.
That's fine, you
So
can.
you can add a d10.
oh yeah, that's something.
I want Rock to win.
Here's it.
Uh,
You
7 and
shake the orb back and forth so much it's just gonna crash on the floor.
22.
Ooh.
22.
Yeah.
You beat him. It was a
Nice.
19. There you go. And like you start to drift it his way to like, and then it starts getting pulled away. It's like, oh,
Hey,
Oh.
hey, stop.
I was going
Hey,
to make
is
sure that I wasn't listening.
yeah, you know this guy?
Well, it's use words next time.
Yeah, you can
I'm so
ask.
immensely powerful that everybody likes you more.
I do not know this figure on the ground. I was just trying to make sure that they were not listening.
How about you, big guy?
No.
Okay. What about those? Well, I guess you couldn't really see much in the whatever the ball, but who would want to?
I didn't see anyone in the ball.
Who are you working for, my friend? Who are you working
Oh,
for?
but we should find out. She's right. We should find out if they're listening. So hold on a sec.
They can
Yeah.
hear
Hold
them,
on.
tell them who they
I,
are.
I look at it. Can I tell if they're listening?
You
From
can do an
interacting
Arcana check. Yeah,
Sure.
you can do an Arcana check.
30.
Oh shit!
It's off. For all intents and purposes, it is null and void. It is off.
Did you roll a
Look
is that a
over
19 roll? I
and
think.
like it's off. I can tell Tiggs too. I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
Saying,
Rock wants to make friends with everybody, and one of our actual allies, he's like, "Fuck that guy."
yeah.
You guys,
Um,
liked her mansion more than my sandcastle.
It's fine. It's fine. I just love it.
funny.
Fuck that
I
guy in
Almost
particular.
equally.
Santa's course gets everywhere.
Yeah, that is totally. I don't have the best icon. So no, as Ragnar's got this guy pinned, like his knee is like on his throat a little bit as he's down, unable to talk. Kind of lets off some of the pressure. So who are you? Why were you looking at us?
Yeah, who are you working for?
He's not talking. They usually talk. What are we doing?
He doesn't seem very friendly. Mind if I take a shot at this?
Please.
Go for it.
I'm a I'm a give him the Russian squat. I'm a squat down in front of him.
It's funny things. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Listen, friend.
I could picture like a Dutch angle, like camera angle for just this shot, where it's like you looming over it.
We just want answers. um, you're gonna tell me who do you work for, and then I'm gonna cast detect thoughts on him.
Thoughts? Oh, nice. Okay. You glean surface thoughts, right? Before. Okay.
Yes.
You get the things just a little bit longer. They'll be here. They don't know that anyone else is coming, but they'll be here. Ah. Yeah, I wish I could. And you also get the surface thought is like, damn, that guy punches hard. Uh, I work for the shelf. You guys are fucked.
And those are all thoughts, not words.
No, the words are, I work
Those
for
are
the
words.
shelf and you guys are fucked.
Okay. So is this the point where he makes a save?
Yeah, are you trying to pry deeper?
I'll continue prying. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you definitely get more. So,
Okay.
Oh, woohoo.
what are
It's
you
a
asking?
17.
Like,
It's a
yeah,
17. He's now aware. Um.
he's not aware that you're digging. He rolled a
Oh.
natural 2.
Oh shit. He's about to be aware. I'll let the party know. He's got friends on the way.
You see his eyes kind of go like deer in the headlights. Okay.
Oh,
What
we're
are you trying to
fucked.
steer?
Shit. What were the other questions the party was asking? I locked on to who do you work for?
How long till they
Well,
get here would be one.
No, I'm gonna come over, kind of like flex it and have the weapon out, and just be like, well, since your friends are here and seem to think that we're fucked because of it, I guess we can just ask them questions, unless, of course, you have something you want to add that makes you worth keeping alive.
I mean, besides, if we kill him, we can still ask him questions. We can do that.
Mhm.
That too.
Very true.
So,
You
Mask on my
obviously,
forehead.
your employers, whoever they might be, really don't know who they sent you guys against. Do you know who we are?
Employers, I do this out of free will.
Okay, then who are you?
Disciple of the scale.
Oh, well,
Nifty.
there we go. Conscience-free killing now.
Is there any rooftops I can jump onto or get onto where we are?
I mean, you're in the knot bar, so yes,
Oh.
you can jump in the tree.
We have immediate access to the roof because there is no roof.
that's
Yeah,
true.
I'm gonna go up and keep a lookout. Do you know people might be
Okay.
down?
I really
I look
wish
to
we
our
had a
new
portable
two
hole.
friends.
Pull out your
Oh.
shield when you're looking out.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I
look to
put
our,
it in my shield. That makes sense.
I'm gonna look to our two new friends and be like, it's pretty easy when they decide to come to you instead of you go to them. Makes it easier.
Mm.
Hey, buddy,
Concerning that
what do
they
you?
found you, so
We're not hard to find. I mean, you keep
Yeah,
thinking like
why
inviting us is
you?
impressive. We welcome all challengers.
What were you looking for? Us or something?
You have something that doesn't belong to you.
Yeah, it's kind of what I figured. I think they were looking for.
Finders keepers.
Well, let's hope you take what you find to the grave.
Yeah, your grave. We'll take it there.
I welcome the dragon's maw, where for you, you will be but a morsel.
No, dragons don't scare us, man.
Well, this
They
is
should.
allowed to anyway.
And I'm actually gonna like go get down on his level, like while he's on there, be like, dragons do not scare us.
Give me an intimidation check if you want.
Can I can I pull out one of the scales and take like just bite it like a brick of gold or something?
Did I give you
Sure.
advantage?
Sure.
Leave it in your fingers like a
You
coin.
can add no, not quite advantage. You can add a d4 to the result.
Intimidation.
I like it, but I don't like it that much. I'm sorry, that's
Okay.
funny, but like,
Dirty
you know,
20.
30, 20 plus
How's not the best
d4.
at this?
plus-
No,
Yeah,
no,
like,
the
this is
D4
like-
is with included.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, his eyes get a little wide, and then you see him trying to like. You can kind of read it. I'm not gonna make out the perception. He tries to steel himself a little bit. You will all suffocate.
Doubtful.
You will all perish.
And I'll,
I'm
I'll
not really the murdering type today, but is there any way we could just incapacitate this guy for like the next 24 hours?
I need you to
Kind
know,
of
little
tired
man.
of him talking.
I need you to know, little man, your cloud is shitty, and you should feel bad about it.
I mean, yeah, we can just tie him up. I mean, I know we could do things a lot of fancy ways, but sometimes the classics work, just
Rock
Tie him up.
perception check.
Put a bag on his head too.
I mean, you remember what we did to Harley? We could do that, but that's whoa.
That was harsh.
That was super
was
fucking
pretty
harsh.
He got sick
What
because
is-
y'all gave him like an infection because you put dirt
Yeah, we
in
like
his
put dirt
ear.
in his ears. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
I forgot
Yeah,
that
he
little.
didn't get sick because of the hags. He almost died because of you assholes. And he got an infection.
Was that we had knee hammer, didn't we?
Yes.
Oh,
you had
did we? Shit, I
Marv
forgot that.
Hammer. Yes.
That's
you had
right,
all
that's
these
right.
things.
I think
Oh,
Davis
that's
was kind of annoyed with that. I don't actually remember.
I was just like, oh, this is where we're going? Okay, I guess. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I'll
Marb
help.
went dark.
He went to the wall.
Marb did his Marb shit like from way before he knew us.
Yes, Marv went back to bounty hunter days.
Yeah, Marb was like Marb and Gustav Marb.
Yes.
Two things. I rolled 17.
Okay.
Or, well, total 17 total. Does anyone know if Pebble's dead, or did I just?
She's just dismissed, I thought.
She's dismissed
missed
in the Fruit Loop dimension with
Yeah, with-
right. Yeah. Okay. I'm
Loop.
also going to get Pebble out. She's gonna.
Loop dimension.
That's what it
I
is.
know,
Yeah, big roll of Fruit Loops.
but
She
we're so
introduced Pep-
ridiculous.
She introduced Lulun to it, and she's like, "All right, I'll stick around. This is neat."
Yeah. Al's trying to get Lulu out. And Lulu's like, no, I don't like it here.
I don't want to go.
No. Yeah. So Pebble summons on your finger and then immediately kind of shakes off some of the rain. Looking at you.
Hey, Pebble. Sorry. Do you have fun with Lumen? That's good. There might be bad guys coming. Can you fly around and you know what I'm thinking? Do the thing.
Goes off. You know, it's a drizzle, so it's not difficult for her to fly through the ring. 17, you said total?
Yeah.
You don't see anybody yet.
I'll send messages.
You see like one or two individuals like pulling like a very simple rundown kind of cart with some satchels that they have like kind of loosely covered in a tarp, but walking in the opposite direction of you guys. That's about the only activity that you see so far.
Okay, I'll relay that through messages down to Carol.
And then inside, guys, what's with all the commotion? Oh shit! What? Why is he bleeding?
Yeah, this is not the friend. These two are the friends. Hi, the friends. This is Grim. He lives
Hi,
here.
friends. Who the hell is that?
Yeah, we're working on that.
Al
Bad.
Oh.
He's
He's
bad.
like, "Hey, asshole, tell me about the cloud."
I'm gonna message to him, say,
Uh-huh.
if anybody else bursts in here, make like you're kicking us out because we thought it was a bar for plausible deniability. If they listen. They probably won't, but it's worth a shot.
He just kind of thumbs up, like, without even saying a word, just thumbs up you. Is he an asshole? Is that what's going on?
Seems
Is that
to
guy
be.
an asshole?
He's-
Hey, asshole!
You don't recognize him, do you? And then I'll hold his head up like.
Yeah. Uh, actually.
Look familiar?
You rolled a natural 20, okay.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Cloud demons, you.
I mean, his nose is a little busted, but
Yeah, that's probably Dragnar's doing.
yeah, he looks like... Oh shit, he's with Laurent. He's one of the Laurent dicks. Yeah. We're fucked.
Yeah, that's what he said.
All
I
right.
disagree.
I don't know. Yeah, he's under Laurent's paycheck or something. I don't know. I've seen his face.
Is that
I
right,
don't know him
bud?
personally.
You with that little smarmy piece of shit?
He just kind of nods and says, "And that is why you are fucked."
Yeah. Again, not scared.
He knows because
Yeah, yeah.
So he's pinned. He's beat up. The orb is covered, and Rock's got it. Rock is up on the.
I'm gonna
Just trying
start.
to paint the picture.
I'm gonna start like hog tying him actually. Well,
Okay.
while Dragnar's got him.
Oh well.
See if I
So
can find a. The hell's it called?
Don't forget the gag.
The gag. Thank you.
Yes.
mold. I got that for you. He pulled out a very
Oh yeah.
dark black gag and just, here you go, buddy. Shoves it in his mouth, and you see that it like magically just kind of adheres.
It might taste like turtle mouth.
Magic.
Yeah.
This is out of the game. Does the dagger give you? It gives you a bonus when you cast if you know Draconic, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna use it in a upcoming potential fight?
I have it as one of my attuned items.
Okay.
So, yes.
My
probably.
my other theory was like if they're tracking it based on that, we could put a little blood on it and have it like in the middle of the street out front and see if they swarm that instead of coming straight in the building.
So
I can
to help
if
with
I'm
this, because it's a very good point, Suki. Now I want to help because Al, I forgot, is peering into this guy's brain. Al, you get visions of his orders, which are to track the blade, and here's a incantation that will help them track it. And you see him reading a scroll, and then being able to feel where the blade is. So that's the tracker. So yes, you know that they are indeed tracking the blade.
Okay.
2,
It's
you know that he is working for Laron. 3, he's very adamant, even though he can't speak when you talk about the storm. You just get that it is a coming vengeance, essentially.
um I'll hand speak that to Rock, that the plan of, like, I could set it out there as long as it's within, I want to say, 30 feet of myself. 1 second. I've got a action where I can make a friendly creature or an unequipped or unheld item fly towards me or in another direction. So we could leave it as bait, see if they come out to go pick it up, grab it, and then beat them up in the street instead of in the bar.
All right. Any other prep or plan?
My
I
only
mean,
concern is the orb. They did see something for 5-10 seconds, but if they're tracking the blade, I think it's safe enough. I like the plan.
yeah, well, I'm on the roof. I don't, or up top. I'll just drop the blade down.
How what's a range from, like, the rooftop to the
The
ground
tippy
versus
the Okay, so the roof, it's like a standard 2-story building, right? So you would say probably 18 to 20 feet to get to where the roof would be, and there's still portions of the roof that are still intact. Sorry, I said 2-story, 1-story. My apologies. Let me. I know how to word. Sorry, it's about 12 feet tall. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong building. So it's about 12 feet tall. There's portions of the roof that are still intact, but the tree did bust through and dominate. The tree itself is about 40 to 50 feet tall, and it spreads out, covering most of the roof as well. So at most, you have about 50 feet of height, but Rock is like on the roof, kind of hanging onto the tree a little bit. So
Okay. I was just wondering if, because I don't have to send it straight to me, I can send it 30 feet in
yeah,
an object. So if there was close enough, I could just zip it right back to him, but
yep.
a little out of range.
And with that, is there any other prep work that y'all are doing? Al peering in?
I think I'd still be, at least for the 1 minute I have for read thoughts.
Prying?
Prying thoughts, yeah. Specifically, I'd be, while Davis is hog tying him, I'd be asking about the storm. Like, what do you know? How do you make it? How's that shit work? Coming vengeance doesn't mean anything. What are you talking about?
Okay.
You throw words, damn you.
I don't know if he needed to do another save, but he failed, and he's gagged, so you're just reading his thoughts. You will see like uh, a flash of a group of individuals. From what you can gather, they all look fairly similar. They are all elven, um, gathered in a building somewhere that seems to be um, elevated. So maybe like at least like the second or third story or so, because you can kind of picture what was going on, and they're gathered around a uh, for a lack of a term, I guess it's a dais. They're gathered around a dais that has something atop it that you can't really make out the details from his memory, and they are chanting and saying some words, and you see from uh, that dais that an essence is kind of swirling up and then heads out of the windows from where they are, and you see them looking up, and it's going into the clouds and mingling, and that's what maybe caused the storm, or it interacted with the storm. And you'll just basically get the that the incantation is to wreak the vengeance of the lingering essence of the avatar of avarice, the disciples of the scale, worship and follow one of the I don't know if it's like a herald. I'm trying to think of like what's a upper set, but we'll say like a herald of the disciple of the scales. But I will say, just because you're prying in his brain, he doesn't necessarily understand it. But I want to give you a little like DM plot or plot. The thing that they did interacted with what was left of Aristotar in the sky, and that's what's causing the crazy storm to happen.
Okay. In character, I imagine Al would be bombarding the guy with questions, and then every now and then, from like David's perspective, I'd answer my own question with what I read.
Yeah, that's pretty much perfect. So as you're like bombarding him with questions, there's a moment of like silence, and then Al, you just kind of get an answer, and you're like, this, they released more energy into the sky that's interacting with Aristotar's final essence.
I'm gonna get rid of that fairy fire and then conjure up a flaming sphere near me.
Cool. Shit.
Just a rolling ball of fire. Okay.
Yep.
There's a window, right? I guess it's no. Okay, that's fine.
It's like person size. Don't forget.
Just
Yeah,
make sure I don't hit any wood, right?
Like the floor?
The tree that's in the middle of the fucking.
You're in a very wooden building.
The tree's looking pretty sad right now.
I already marked off the spell slot.
That's fine.
We're committed.
Just,
It's concentration up to 1 minute, and I'm going to use that whole
Yes.
minute. God damn it.
That's right.
Whoa,
will
Sedge,
say-
what are you? What? Yeah, careful.
He said there's more coming. You're right. I should probably be careful.
Rock one more perception check.
Okay, I'd also like to say that I'm using minor illusion to make myself part of it.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, and also perception check for Pebble because you have her out there as well.
Rock got a 22.
Okay.
Pebble got a natural 20.
Okay. So it'll play out in a little bit of a series, but Pebble will be out there scouting, and then she'll spot something, swoop on by, and you'll just see her kind of coming with urgency and speed. She lands on your shoulder. You look at her, you peer through her eyes, and she flies off again in the same direction. And you see that there are groups of I don't remember how many I had planned to come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'd see at least 8 cloaked figures coming through different paths to converging onto the nut bar. And they're coming fairly quick.
I immediately message back down to Karos. Incoming 8 people. Trouble.
And that's where we'll pick up next session. Hey.